pain at the Bowser this morning. We are feeling it too, with the average cost of fuel climbing over $2 a litre right across the country. Look at that there. That is despite the Morrison government's cut to the fuel excise.
Economic expert and best-selling author JESS IRVINE is here to help us find savings at the petrol pump. Good morning to you, Jess, and thanks for joining us. As always, we all want the best deal. Where should we start?
Yeah, look, unfortunately, prices are climbing and there's not a lot that the government can do to protect us. There is a lot we can do. Every Australian motorist should have a fuel price comparison app on their phone. So there's different apps for different states, but they're all completely free, and you log in and they show you what the prices are in your local area. And it can be as much as 20 or 30 cents per litre difference. Nationally, there's Petrol Spy, Motormouth and Gas Buddy are great sites to check before you fill up. And then at the state level, New South Wales has one called Fuel Check. Victoria has one through the Royal Auto Club, RACV. Queensland, RACQ. SA, RAA. So there's all these great apps for you to log on and make sure you do, because prices are really fluctuating a lot at the moment, and there can be a massive difference just from checking one of these price apps and making sure you couldn't just drive down the road and get a cheaper price.
So we've been hearing a lot about you locking in low prices. How does that work?
Yeah, look, this is one of my favourite apps to help you tackle the fuel bills. It's called the My 7-Eleven app, which is obviously aligned with the 7-Eleven petrol stations. But what you can do is you can log on there and it scans the local area, about 20k area, to show you the cheapest My 7-Eleven petrol station. And you can simply just go lock in that price and go fill up if you find a cheaper one than your local. Or for 7 days, you can lock in a low price and redeem that at any 7-Eleven petrol station over the next 7 days. So if it looks like prices are heading up, or you find a particularly cheap deal, maybe you drive through a cheaper area for petrol, you can use that in the next 7 days. If prices go down, of course, just don't use it. But if they're heading on the way up, you can lock in that low price, which is such a good idea. And if you want to know where you are in the petrol price cycle, another thing you can check is the ACCC website. Google ACCC petrol price cycle, and it shows you by state how prices have moved for the last month, and gives you a buying tip as to whether now is a good time to fill up because prices are about to go up, or if you can wait a day or two because the price cycle is turning down. So, and if it does look like you are at an expensive point in the cycle, my tip is to top up, don't fill up. You don't have to fill up your whole tank with that expensive price if prices are coming down. You can just top up a little bit.
That's a smart idea.
There are broader savings that we can make, of course, with our cars. Let's talk about insurance firstly.
Yeah, look, did you know transport is actually the third biggest cost for most Australian household budgets? There's your mortgage or your housing costs, then food, then transport. Car insurance is a major component of that for many households. If you are someone who doesn't drive very much, make sure you have told your insurer that, because low mileage drivers pay lower premiums. It's a great time to look if you have comprehensive insurance, whether that is the appropriate policy for you. Everyone needs compulsory third-party insurance. If you hurt someone in an accident, it pays their medical bills. But there's another type of insurance called third-party property damage. So that covers you if you hit a Porsche. You're not paying for the Porsche repairs, but it doesn't cover your car. Comprehensive covers your car as well. And that is a higher level of cover. So if you're driving around a bomb, you've got a cheap car, or you've got another car you could use in the event that you did have an accident, maybe you could downgrade to a compulsory third-party damage policy rather than having that full comprehensive insurance. Of course, you need to consider what's right for you. You don't want to be in a lot of trouble in the event that you do have a car insurance claim. But there's lots of tips with car insurance. Make sure you are shopping around for the best discounts. Insurers put their premiums up every year for loyal customers, and the best way to become not a loyal customer is to switch, and you will get better discounts from other insurers. So even if it's just picking up the phone today to call a competitor insurer and say, look, this is what I'm on, can you do any better? There are always better deals. And if you are able to pay for an annual premium up front, we know that you can get a discount for that as well, rather than paying the monthly ongoing premiums.
Jess, we're almost out of time, but are there any other simple ways we can just minimise these fuel costs?
Yeah, look, two ones. Inflate your tyres. I only learned how to do this week, but it does mean that you're using less petrol on the road. And get everything out of the boot. So, you know, don't carry around all your special projects. It puts more weight on the car. You're burning through more petrol. And don't pay for premium fuels as well. If your car hasn't specifically said you need a high premium fuel, you don't have to pay for that. It's not like a green smoothie for your car. People think that. You can maybe use a cheaper fuel if your car can withstand that.
Their
so
body
check.
is not a temple. Jess, we appreciate it as always. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Jess.
And for more money saving tips, you can follow Jess on Instagram. Highly recommend Money with Jess.